Alright, T-minus 17 days till Soylo hits the theaters, and I'm telling you, they're pouring on the soy.
Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the mother thanks I get. Hello, I started this gangster shit.
Yeah, they're pouring it on. Thank you, audience. I just came here to read an article about Ron Howard. I didn't want to see your tonsils. What is your mouth open like that for, sir? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Knock it off. Oh my gosh, I hope they all take a bath, a soy bath, when this movie bombs at the box office, which it now must. Oh, by the way, this is Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I am a comic book artist and a Star Wars fan, and thank you for joining me. I do appreciate your company as we discuss the fact that we live in a post-men world. Men don't exist anymore. These creatures do, and they're doing things like this. We got a website called CNET, and damn it, I mean, it's everywhere. It's like soy zombies. This is SoyNet. Watch what they do to Ron Howard here with this article. Ron Howard describes chaotic first day on Soylo, a soy war story. You know what? I'll give it right back to you guys. You want to give me soy? You want to give me this? I'll give you soy puns all day long. That's what you get. Tired of it. Yeah. The director encountered complex shots, big sets, and even bigger stars. By Mark Sarles. Mark, you're talking about Ron Howard, an industry vet since the late 50s. He knows what he's doing. He's encountered complex shots, big sets, and there are no bigger stars than Ron Howard, frankly. He is not Rian Johnson. He is not some rube with a round head, some backwoods cracker like Rian Johnson is, trying to make sense of a beautiful and complex story like Star Wars. Ron Howard understands, okay? We're going to say that infantilizing him will not save you. Will not save you. Ron, hi. Yeah. Don't do this. 4chan will make your life hell. Soylo, a Star Wars story, had a rough ride in terms of its production, with Ron Howard replacing Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. You're damn right. Halfway through the shooting as a result of creative differences. Okay, well, yeah, the creative differences were this. You hired two people who were used to making movies in the style of like Pineapple Express and Superbad. These guys, and they didn't make those movies, but they made movies like those guys did. The whole idea is to, get a comic actor, somebody who you think is funny, and apparently they think Alden Ehrenreich is a scream. I don't see what's so funny about him yet, but maybe I'll find out on the 24th of May. These guys let Alden Ehrenreich run 30 takes on a single scene. They'd run him through different line variations. Hey, say this instead. Changing up the script, changing up the camera angles, and it drove KK absolutely crazy. She fired them and hired Ron Howard. And when you hire Ron Howard, you're basically hiring Wolf from Pulp Fiction. Come in here and clean up the back of my car and make this have never happened. I mean, Ron Howard can do that. He is a skilled professional. This is probably a huge paycheck for him. It's probably going to double the budget of the film, which is further going to jeopardize the box office take. Howard recently appeared on The Late Show with Stephen fucking Colbert. Sorry, don't like him. To promote the movie, and talked about his first day on the set. It was chaotic, he told Colbert. I was anxious and pumped up. Now, everything that Ron Howard is going to say about this movie from here on out is going to provide him with these subtle kind of subliminal excuses. It was chaotic. We do know that. That's going to be the reason why the movie sucked. He was anxious. Yeah, he was. It was a lot of pressure and pumped up, and yet he was excited. So these three words, chaotic, meaning that the situation was uncontrollable. He was anxious. Yes, it was a stressful situation, and yet pumped up. So Star Wars fans, you should know that Ron Howard is a Star Wars fan, and the reason the movie is going to suck is not because he wasn't excited about it. He loves Star Wars just as much as you. So there we go. These three words, very carefully chosen. Howard described the first scene he was involved with. A complex action shot on a beautiful set with a huge number of actors. This is Ron Howard, guys. Quote, I organized this very complicated shot, and it took a long time to get it together, and the actors were pulling hard to make it happen. Lando flips the blaster to Han and swings it around, and the camera moves perfect, and it all went beautifully, and I felt great about it. But here's the amazing thing that happened. Everything's amazing, by the way, in Hollywood now. That is a SJW kind of thing. Everything's beautiful and amazing and perfect. Let me just tell you, when you get a fist bump and a full body hug from Chewbacca? Question mark. It's an experience I wish every movie maker could have. Ron, knock it off. You're not a child. That's not Chewbacca. That's not even Peter Mayhew. That's just some douchebag, a tall basketball player in a big furry suit. Okay, if you wanted to hug a big dude in a furry suit, that could have happened to anyone. You do not need to be one of the elite filmmakers who get to make a Star Wars movie in order to make that happen. I'm pretty sure kids in elementary schools have gotten to hug men in Chewbacca suits, which gives me all kinds of ideas. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I was in a galaxy far away, he added, but it was going to be okay. I don't know what it is. I don't know why you want us to think that you're a child, Ron. You're not a child anymore. You're not Opie. I keep calling you Opie, but you're not. You are Ronald Howard. Yeah. Solo, Star Wars Story hits theaters, assaults them, May 25th, 2018. So, be there or be square. They're desperate at this point. Absolutely desperate. And this is an embarrassing article that emasculates and something. What is it about Star Wars that needs to emasculate every man who's involved with it? Why emasculate Ron Howard? The movie's gonna fail, just like The Last Jedi failed. There's no reason to take his balls with it. What would I do without you, my dear subscribers? What would we do without each other? How would we survive this? How would we stay sane through all this madness? I don't know. But one thing I do know is that I'm grateful for all my Patreon backers and everyone who super chats. Thank you very much. I'm working up a new credits crawl with all of my new Patreon guys added. Thank you. All of you fine young ladies and gentlemen, do appreciate your support. If you'd like to join them by pledging $1 or more, there should be a link to my Patreon in the description below. And I thank you.